Hey guys, it's Tahs. Welcome back. So today's video is a little bit different. I don't really have a haul or anything. This is kind of like my weird collection, because you know everybody has like weird collections. As a kid, my weird collections were like bags, any type of like a toy that had a series, or cards that had series. I did baseball cards at one point, and like Abby blind bags, Shopkins, Swinky Dewdrops, LOL dolls, all of those things. I kind of feed her will to collect, I guess, because I always enjoy collecting things. And kind of as an adult, I don't really have like that number one thing that I really collect. I guess Disney memorabilia, but it's not like I don't have a ton of it, you know. So and don't mind everything behind me. I'm in the process of decluttering my back room that has all of my crap in it. Like literally everything's back here. All of my crafting stuff, some of my DT stuff, my yarn. This whole thing right here is nothing but yarn for crocheting. This is yarn, that's yarn, you know, I just have it everywhere. So this collection that I'm about to show you is something that my grandpa started. I don't even know. I want to say he started like 2001-ish, 2002. And it is the state quarters. If you remember, they had all the state quarters coming out, and there was two copies. There was a P and a D, which is the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. And he went out and bought books for... There's 8 grandchildren, and I think he started it for the first 5 at the time. He passed away a few years ago, so obviously it really hasn't gone anywhere since. Well, at a young age, I started working. Oh, the lights is flickering. What the heck? The weather's probably about to get really bad again. Anyway, I started working at the age of like 11 at the skating rink. Just on the weekends, you know, just something to do, get paid, have spending money, whatever. And then I stayed there until I was 18. Well, anyway, 9th grade hit. We moved in with my grandparents, and I lived there through 12th grade, graduated, and moved away to live with my sister. So every Friday, he would send me to work with a list of all the quarters he needed for all of our books. And let me show you the books. He bought the 1999 to 2003 book for us, as well as the 2004 to 2008, so volume 1, volume 2. And inside of each book, as you can see, you have the P and the D of each state for each year. And it does that, if I can get it open, for the whole thing. So this is the first book, volume 1, and then on the outside, he went ahead and he taped a Sacagawea coin, what is that, a 50-cent piece, and then one of the back side of a quarter, the one that had the drummer on it. I don't know if you guys can see, like the patriotic quarter. And then the second book obviously is 2004 to 2008. Well, like I say, every Friday he would send me to work with a new list, and this would be a list of every quarter he was missing for that week. Because every time he'd get change in his pocket, he'd go through all of his quarters and see if they matched up with any of our books. So we had a change machine at the skating rink for all the games. We also had the registers where kids would come and buy stuff. And we went through a lot of quarters. So I would always take my list out when I got to work. I would check the drawer, you know, mark off whatever I needed, you know, exchange it out or whatever. And then when I got home, I'd give him all the quarters, and he'd go put them inside of the book. Well, this past year, I went in 2018. Really is? Can you go away for a minute? I went to my grandma's house, and I'm like, you know, hey, Mom, can I get my books? Can I get my quarter books? And she's like, are you going to sell them? I'm like, no. Like, a lot of my money is in here too, because I wouldn't tell him, hey, I gave you $4 in quarters today, give me $4 back. I wouldn't do that. I would just, these are the quarters that he needed for our book, something he was doing out of the kindness of his heart. And he, like I said, he had, I want to say it was the first 5. So I would just give him whatever I found. Well, once he started getting sick and everything, he really didn't do it anymore. So like I said, I told my grandma I wanted it. She gave it to me. And when she gave it to me, volume 1 was complete. Me and him had finished all volume 1s for all 5 grandkids. My volume 2 was missing like 7 quarters, I want to say, 7 or 8. And then I think from the first grandchild to the 5th grandchild, I want to say the first book was missing like 1 or 2, and then it kind of trickled, you know. The further it went down, the higher the amount of quarters missing was. So, I am proud to say, I am 1 freaking quarter away. I have 1 2008 quarter to go before I complete his original set for us. Like, I'm so ecstatic. I never thought I'd be able to find quarters, because I was missing some from 2005. I was missing some, I think I was missing 1 from 2004. And a couple from 07 and 08, whatever it was. I never thought I would find any of the older quarters, but I did. So now I'm on the hunt for this one. And I have, my brother-in-law told me he has a ton of quarters that I need to go through. So maybe it'll be in there. And my father-in-law has a ton, so I'm going to go through his. And maybe I can complete my grandpa's original set for us. That way I'll be the only grandchild that has the original set complete, because nobody else went back and got their books, but I did, because this is something that he started and then he put me with him doing it, and I was his favorite, but don't tell anybody. So like I said, I went and I did this with him, and it's something I wanted to see through. I wanted to see my book through. I wanted to finish it. So 1 quarter left, and hopefully by the end of 2019 I can find it. So also, to kind of continue on with what me and him started, 2009, that is the year that District of Columbia and the U.S. Territories quarters came out. He didn't buy the book that extended through 09, because I guess at the time maybe they didn't know where they were going to go with that. So I couldn't find a book just for 09 unless I bought an entire volume all over again. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted his original books. So and I only found like 3 09 quarters. I think I found like a Puerto Rico, a District of Columbia, and something else. So those I have like in a clear quart size container. Anyway, so to kind of continue on with what he and I had done, I went and I bought the 2010 through 15 and the 16 through 21. If you've noticed quarters in your pockets lately, they started coming out with quarters for different places, not necessarily just a state now. Like, you got Yellowstone Park, the Grand Canyon, Yosemite, and it just kind of goes on, the Great Basin, Great Sand Dunes, Bombay Hook, and on each one you can see the state. Like, Bombay Hook is Delaware, but it's also a place in Delaware. Just like each one, you got Hawaii, and it's the Hawaii volcanoes on the quarter. So, like I said, what I did, I went by these, and this is something I'm doing for myself, and eventually it'll get passed on to Abby. But so far, I have filled up all of 2014 and 15. And then I have some missing from 10, 11, 12, and only 1 from 13 missing. So I have a lot of those that I've found already. And then for the 16 through 21, I found all of 16, all of 17. And then for 18, I found parts of them. Like, I found the P and the D for the top 2, which are Pictured Rocks, that is in Michigan, and wait, I messed up. This one is incorrect. I gotta pull that one out, because I put Pictured Rocks underneath Pictured Rocks, but it should be Apostle Island. So I need to find an Apostle Island for the Philly print, and then the other 2 are Minnesota and Georgia. I found 1 of each, so I have to find the others. But I'm pretty good on track as far as the year of 2018 goes. And on this piece of paper that's here, it tells you when like when everything's going to be coming out, like what year or whatever. Like obviously you can just flip and see when those states will be coming out, but it gives you like a date on the back. It'll tell me what date, and on the back it's like a date established. Like in Arkansas, the Hot Springs National Park, it was established April 20th of 1832. So each location I can see when it came about. Anyway, so I'm probably rambling and you probably don't care about quarters, but it was something I just wanted to share with you guys, something that I have done that I am currently still doing, kind of like in honor of him, you know, because, you know, he's been going for a little bit. But my question to you is, what are some weird things that you collect? Not necessarily, oh, that's so weird, just like kind of random, or just something you collect. What's your reason behind it, you know? Like mine would be my grandpa with this. Do you collect quarters? Do you collect stamps? Let me know in the comments below. Let's start a conversation about it. What do you collect and kind of why? Like what kind of started you to collect that? So that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this little tidbit of information about me. I'm probably going to start doing that a little bit more. Like I'll skip a haul and be like, hey, let's just learn something today and start a conversation in the comments so we can kind of all get to know each other's quirky sides. If you are new, thanks for stopping by. Please hit that subscribe button and that post notification bell so you never miss a future upload. Tomorrow will be a CVS haul if everything goes right, which it should. The weather looks like it's going to be amazing tomorrow, but cold. So, with that being said, give me a big thumbs up and I will see you guys tomorrow.